Welcome, everyone. If you're tuning in, it means you are officially ready to conquer your final literacy class assignment. And honestly, I am so excited to walk you through this. Consider this your step-by-step roadmap to totally mastering this project. We're going to break down exactly what you need to do, take all the stress out of the process, and actually make it pretty fun. So grab your notes, get comfortable, and let's start building a fantastic book review.
Right off the bat, you've got a crucial decision to make: audio, video, or text. Your literacy assignment gives you the ultimate freedom to choose exactly how you want to present your review. And this is where you really get to play to your strengths. Are you a smooth talker, a visual storyteller, or do you just prefer carefully organizing your thoughts on paper? Keep that in the back of your mind as we go, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly which path is right for you.
Here's our game plan. We'll look at your literature project, break down the review structure, explore option A for audio, option B for video, and option C for written. Then it's time to choose your format.
Section 1. Your literature project. The assignment parameters. Before we get creative, we got to know the rules of the game.
All right, so you need to choose one final format for this assignment. You've got option A, an audio book review between 2 and 4 minutes, option B, a video book review, also 2 to 4 minutes, or option C, a written presentation. Now, you should really only choose option C if you feel totally uncomfortable recording audio or video. The goal here is a highly focused, concise review. Trust me, 2 to 4 minutes flies by, so every single word counts.
Section 2. The structure of the review. Building the foundation. Because before you even touch a mic or a camera, we need to understand what a book review actually is.
The experts over at Scribendi make a really fundamental distinction here. A report, or a summary, just tells us the plot, what happened in the story. But you're not doing a report, you're doing a review. That means delivering a critical analysis that evaluates the book's strengths and weaknesses. Think about it. Your teacher doesn't just want to know what the main character did. They want to know if the author actually did a good job writing that character.
And Book Trust gives us an absolutely brilliant 5-step framework to nail this. First, the intro. Tell us what the book is about, but please, no spoilers. Don't ruin the ending for your teacher. Second, your likes. Who is your favorite character? Third, your dislikes. Was the ending a total letdown? Be honest. Fourth, the roundup. Who would you actually recommend this book to? And finally, step 5, give it a rating out of 5 or 10. If you stick to these 5 steps, your content is going to be rock solid no matter which format you choose.
Section 3. Option A, the audio review. Podcasting basics. Time to channel your inner podcaster.
According to podcaster Claire Hanscombe, who writes for Book Riot, if you want to stand out in audio, you need a niche. Don't just shout into the void. Your teacher gets enough of that during recess. Think about what unique angle you can bring to this review. Maybe you're comparing the book to a huge blockbuster movie, or maybe you're doing a deep dive specifically on the world building. Finding that unique hook makes your voice pop and guarantees those 2 to 4 minutes are totally memorable.
Now, if you go with audio, you want it to sound stellar, but you definitely don't need a fancy pro studio. Hanscom shares this super practical, budget-friendly trick. Just lay a thick towel over your desk and surround your mic or your phone with a few couch cushions. It sounds crazy, but it literally absorbs the room echo and makes your voice sound super warm and professional. Combine that with a steady, relaxed speaking pace, and you'll sound like a seasoned radio pro.
Section 4. Option B, the video review. The visual storyteller. This path is for all you visual thinkers out there.
Media expert Jonathan Halls calls this process the rapid media technique. Phase 1 is your storyboard. You have got to plan out your visuals before you write what you're going to say about them. Once you know exactly what we're looking at, Phase 2 is recording your voiceover. Then comes Phase 3, where you add in those extra media layers.
And speaking of layers, a great video is like a giant puzzle where all the pieces work together perfectly. You've got the picture layer as your foundation, then your spoken word, your text or graphics, and your music layer. But here is a critical warning from the experts. Do not make a boring video by just using your voice to explain the obvious stuff we can already see on screen. Use your voice to add deep analysis, and use the music to drive the emotion. Let every single layer do its own specific job.
Using an app like Clips makes this an absolute breeze. You just create a title poster, record a quick audio intro, toss in some background music, flip the camera to talk directly to us, and finish it off with some text labels. It is such a fast, dynamic way to build a 2 to 4 minute book report without pulling your hair out.
Section 5, Option C, the written review. Scripting your thoughts. This is your path if recording just really isn't your vibe. But remember, written definitely does not mean boring.
So what's the golden rule from our script writing source? Eliminate redundant words and write in as few words as possible. When you're doing a written presentation, you have to get straight to the point and pack a punch. You want to hook your reader instantly. So if 5 words get the job done perfectly, don't use 20.
To nail that punchy style, just follow these core rules. First, use a conversational tone. Write exactly like you're explaining this book to a friend over coffee. Second, keep your sentences simple. Third, always use the active voice. That keeps the energy moving forward. And finally, cut the fluff and avoid redundancies. If you stick to this philosophy, your written review is going to hold your reader's attention from start to finish.
Section 6. Choose your format. Time to create.
So, what's it going to be? Which of these 3 options are you going to choose? An immersive soundscape, a dynamic visual story, or a punchy, straight-to-the-point written text? Remember, the best format isn't necessarily the easiest one. It's the one that lets you speak your truth about this book in a way nobody else can. Pick your path, grab your book, and go create something amazing.